All right, we're going over the NB19.8. We're gonna start off at the front here. There's a light, and then up and down. If you need to get to this jack and do it manually, if it ever fails, you just pop this rubber grommet off, and then you can crank it down with the jack supplied. Propane's in here. If you get the convenience package, that will be filled up already. Left is open, right's closed, and then you have the option to put some batteries here, although this one already has the lithium-ion batteries that are built in and that come with this unit since it is the unplugged package. But anyways, battery disconnect is that red key right there. That's going to shut off the power to this unit. If you want your batteries inside to be charging, you're going to have that in the on position. If you have them in the off position, then any power is going to be cut off towards the batteries. They're going to be charging whenever your unit's plugged in back there, or whenever your 7-way is attached to your tow vehicle. Moving on, we have your passenger storage area here. You have your griddle in there, the griddle mount. That's going to slide on the black bar on the opposite side of this unit to be mounted outside. Down here are your low point drains. You'll use those for winterizing. When you're de-winterizing, you'll open those up while you're running water and run it until it's completely clear coming out of there. Do it 3 or 4 times. Make sure you got all the water out of your entire system. It's kind of the opposite for winterizing. You're going to run antifreeze through all your faucets, down all the drains, and then you come out here, open those up, and run it until it's completely pink. But yeah, that's what those are used for. You also have your fresh tank drain behind those. See that little black tube sticking out behind it? That's the fresh tank drain. So you'll throw a cap on there to plug it up. Freshwater fill is right there. So you'll stick your hose into there, turn the water on, it'll fill that fresh tank up, then you'll turn your water pump on, and then it will pump from that tank to the faucets. The one below that is going to be your city water connection. That's direct water, so if your campsite has a spigot there, you can take your hose, hook it up to the spigot, and then plug it into your unit right there, turn the water on. That's going to run water directly into your water lines. It doesn't fill up the tank, so just keep that in mind. Water heater's right next door to that. Take that off. Before you run water, make sure you put your anode rod in, which is going to go right in down there. Tighten it down with a 1 1/16 socket, and there's the cap, by the way, for your fresh tank drain. But anyways, tighten that down with a 1 1/16 socket. Once that's in there nice and tight, go ahead and run water from either your water pump or from your city connection, and that's going to fill this tank up. While this tank is filling, I like to leave the hot tap open. That way any air that's trapped inside this tank is going to be released, and then once this is full, water is going to start coming out of the hot side of the sink. Once that's coming out, you go ahead and turn it on. It is gas and electric. The electric switch is tucked in the corner here. You got that on off. That's how you turn the electric element on, and then the gas one will be inside. Just flip that switch. Make sure your gas supply is on, and it has a igniter on it, and it'll light itself. 10 to 15 minutes after you've turned either one of those on, you'll have hot water. For draining this out, you're gonna make sure you have all your water shut off so that this doesn't get repressurized, but you'll let the pressure off with this pressure release valve here, and then you can take that anode rod back out. All that water is just gonna spill out over the side, and then you're drained out. Got your slide out here. Tire down there, that's going to be filled with air, and then lug nuts will be tightened down, so be ready for the road. Unit plugs in right here, 30 amp service. That'll charge the batteries again. And then above that, cable satellite hookup. If you're staying somewhere that offers that, usually like an RV resort or something will have that. And then you got your sewer drain down here. The gray and black poles are right there. Gray is for your gray tank, which is the sinks and the showers holding tank, and then the black is the toilet holding tank. When you're draining those out, I like to do the black first. That way when I drain the gray, it helps to rinse my sewer hose out. Yeah, that's just a good piece of advice for you. A little under piece of storage here. Underneath storage, yeah. Got your ladder, 250 pounds capacity on that. The backup camera quick connection is up there if you want to purchase a backup camera. You can speak to your salesman about that. They'll let you know what you got to do. We do sell them here in our store. So yeah, if you want to check that out, just ask your salesman. Black tank flush is right here. When you're draining your black tank out, you can hook a hose into that connection, and that's going to run water into your black tank to help rinse it out if anything gets stuck in there, like toilet paper gets stuck on the sidewalls. That's going to help push it all out of there. Spare tires on the back. Also, you have these bumper pieces right here, you can store your sewer hose in there. If you don't want it to be stored like in the compartment or anything, that's usually what people do. You got this black rail I talked about earlier. That's where that griddle is going to go, the griddle mount. And then you got the LP connection down here, so you can run gas to that griddle. That's going to feed from your propane tank in the front. There's just that little silver valve on the right side there. Once you have your LP hose hooked up and connected to your griddle, you'll just flip that valve open, and that'll open the gas supply up. You've got your outside shower hookup here. It's going to be a black curly hose. I'll show you that. Right in here. That black curly hose, that's going to plug into there, and then you'll have a little outside shower for rinsing things off. You've got your furnace exhaust right there. It does get hot, so don't touch it if you're running the furnace. Range hood vent is here. You're cooking and it's just getting a little hot in there. You can turn that fan on and that'll vent out that hot air out the side of the unit. And you got your 2 outlets here. The steps, they're going to flip right up into your unit like that. You just clip them in. Yeah, you also have the black table here. That also slides on that black rail if you need an extra space to store things out here and just set something down. Just make sure it's not too heavy because you can bend out that rail. You got your jack cranks in there for running down these corner stabilizers, as well as running that manual front tongue jack up and down. Solar power connection here for an extra solar panel with the Go Power solar kit. Again, solar panels are just going to charge your batteries up, keep those longer lasting for you if you are going to be boondocking. We're going to show you the awning now, run that out. That switch is going to be right up here on inside as you walk out. Awning extend retract, we're going to hold extend, and then it's going to go out. Let it go out all the way. The valence is going to be facing straight down when it's all the way out. That's when you know to let go of your button. Just keep letting it go. And right there. So we got this little valence here. It's a brand new awning, so it's not going to flop down right away. But you can sort of see where that ends right there and turns into just the metal awning piece there. But once that flap's facing straight down, then you know you're all the way out. If you keep going over that, it kind of rolls over itself. Then you can create a valley and stretch your canvas out. For pitching this awning, whatever way you want your water to run off, just press down on either side. You can do it here, or you can do it on the joint on that side, whatever way you want the water to run off. So if you press down on here, it's going to run off in this direction. Got the LED light strip along the top, as well as this outside light. Those are going to be porch light and awning LED light switch. Then the interior one's going to be the ceiling in here. And now we got your slide out switch there as well for running the slide in and out. You're just going to hold that until the slide stops moving, basically, and then you let go of that button. Your table, you can actually fit that right here. You don't have to have it folded up and stored away somewhere, although you can. Don't let me tell you how to pack your trailer, right? Then we've got the master volt monitor right here. So we're going to tap that. That's going to wake it up. Currently, these batteries are charging. They did die. The water pump was left on, so they're charging back up again. So it's at 11% of charge right now. Hopefully that gets up to 100 here by tomorrow. You got your amperage that's showing there, 130. The temperature of your batteries, and then your house voltage, 13, which is plenty. That can run all of this stuff in here. The special thing about this battery system is you can run your air conditioner without being plugged in. So that's why this is such a great camper for boondocking. So you can basically do everything that you could do plugged in, not plugged in. But yeah, that's basically just your monitor panel showing you everything that's going on with those batteries. Your keys are going to be on your sink right here. Great keys, they unlock everything. Main doors, compartments, everything. So you got your burners here. These, you're going to need a lighter for them. They don't have a igniter on them, so you just open the gas supply up and then light it. Got a little light switch up here. The fan for shooting that hot air outside of the unit. You got your microwave there. You got the built-in vacuum. Just going to lift up with your foot. sweep the debris into there. Otherwise, you can get the vacuum hoses and plug them into there and then turn it on from there. To get to the vacuum bag, push your finger in here, pull towards yourself, and then that bag is right there. It only comes with the one, so if you do throw that out, you're gonna need to buy a new one. We got your fridge, 12-volt fridge, gonna run off the batteries. Freezer's up top, fridge is right here. Got all the extra Rhino rack accessories in there, as well as some of your paperwork. But up here, hold this for 10 seconds. That's gonna shut your fridge off. 10 seconds, we'll turn it on again. Temperature up and down, fridge temp, freezer temp, and then night mode. Runs a little quieter. Then we got your thermostat for the furnace, and then the remote control for your air conditioner. So that AC is right up above me here. So we're gonna press the power button until we see the temperature pop up, and we can choose our mode. Once you see the snowflake, that's gonna be your air conditioning, temperature up and down, and then fan speed is right here, 1, 2, or 3. But you can hear that fire up. And again, that can just run off the batteries, which is really cool. But we'll shut that back down, and then I'll show you the furnace. So you're gonna press this bottom bar here, and that's gonna flip through your different speeds. So you're gonna go to heat, temperature, up and down, and then make sure the gas supply is on, because this is gas. And then that'll turn the furnace on, which is down there below your fridge. Once you turn it off, it'll run through a cool down cycle. Give it about 5 minutes and it will turn off. So it's not going to shut off right away. Down there, you sort of see that black bar right there. That's going to be your carbon monoxide detector and LP gas detector. That does draw off the batteries. So if you don't want it to die, I would suggest to turn your battery disconnect off. It'll prolong the life of those. And again, you got solar, so you really shouldn't have to worry about it. Down here, we got your breakers and fuses. Everything is labeled already, so you know what each one does. Just take extra fuses with you, just in case, you blow a fuse, you don't want to be without the power to your lights or something important. Then we'll head into the bathroom. Nobos do come with the Bluetooth speaker, so that's right back there, JBL, so it's high quality too. You also have the shower miser in this one. So if you don't want to waste your water while you're waiting for the water to get hot, you can just flip this little valve here, and that's going to circulate the water behind the shower here, and then this blue piece is going to turn white once the water is hot, and then you just slip it back down, and then it'll come out your shower head. So a cool thing to save some water. Up here is your solar charge controller. Regulates how much power the solar panels take in, so that if your batteries were fully charged already, it'll stop taking in power so that it doesn't overcharge them, which can be bad for them. So that's what that does. Showing you what voltage it's making as well. Just a helpful little panel for you. Got your holding tank heaters right there. So if you are camping in the winter, you can turn those on, keep those from freezing. Then you also have the monitor panel for the tank levels, gray, black, fresh, and then the battery level. Whenever you're plugged in, the battery level is going to read full, so if you want an accurate reading, I would unplug your unit. Then you have your water heater switch for the gas one. You flip that on, make sure the gas supply is on, has an igniter on it, it'll light itself. Then you also have the water pump switch for drawing from your fresh tank to pump to your faucets, and then a light switch. Step on the toilet down here, pedal flush. That's pretty easy. Take a look up front, see if there's anything else left. You got your GFCI down there if you need to reset your outlets. Fire extinguishers right next to the door here. Then you got that cool, clear view of all those batteries down there. These light switches right here for the ones in your cabinets, and then these ones down here, you're just gonna press on the middle. That's gonna turn those on. Blinds, push up, runs them up. Windows, pull this out, slide it. Easy, easy. All right, if we're gonna pop this little hatch up above your bed, you can see the inverter charger in there. That regulates those batteries and charges them up, and then also can convert those power over, so you can run outlets in here and run your air conditioner. So that's what that does. Fire alarm right there on the ceiling. This does fold down into a little bed as well. You're just gonna flop this table down and then fold the cushions down accordingly. Some storage space up there. But yeah, with all of that said, I believe that that's everything. If you have any questions, call the sales department here at TerryTown. If you do purchase this and then you have issues, make sure you call our service department or contact your salesman again, and they'll help you out. We hope you have a great camping experience, and everybody have a great rest of your day.